Hey guys, Harry here from the Art Gear Guide. Thanks very much for joining me today. As you can see here, I have a review of the Marco Tribute Masters Collection color pencils. Now, okay, so Marco is kind of like a Chinese company, I think. That's where they're primarily based. They do the Marco Win Rar. Now, they were one of the first pencils I ever reviewed because I got the 72 set, and back then they were relatively cheap. And so I got them and reviewed them, and I really enjoyed them. They were really nice and soft. A few breakages here and there, but for the most part they were nice soft pencils. Then I done the Marco Refine, and I'd known about the Marco Refine for quite a long time, but they were a pencil that just didn't really ever appeal to me, but I wanted to get them done and put them in the review in any case, so I did that. I'll have links for all these other reviews if you want to watch them. Then I done the Marco, the 24 set of square pastel shades, and they were really nice also, but they're a set that, as I said in the review, that are really meant to complement another set. They're not really a set that you could do much with on their own. And so I've seen this set as well. Now, the Marco Tribute come in a tin as well, but as you can see here, they come in these little like book formats. The box itself is really, really beautiful. It's designed gorgeously. It's got gold leaf writing on it, all over it. It's something of beauty that could just sit on your table without any problems at all. Now, when I first seen them, they reminded me a little bit of the Tombow Iridescent sets, but they came in sets of 3 with 3 inside them, so 9 in total. But these are a little bit, well, they're very similar. So there's 80 in this set in total. There's 10 in each box. I'm going to show you now the different sets that are available. So the first one here is the Monet, and as you can see, that is all the purples. Really beautiful selection of pencils. Then after that is the Gogh, which is kind of like all the browns. Then the next set is the Climate. All the yellows in there. I'm taking my time here so that you can see the images. I don't want to say it too fast, otherwise you'll not get a chance to see the images. The next one is the Matisse. That's all the reds. Then, as you can see, there a really nice selection of reds also. Some of them are similar, but not too similar. Next is the Renoir, and as you can see, that's all the greens. That's my favorite set because I really enjoy doing botanical work, and the greens that are in this are just gorgeous, superb for botanical. Cezanne is the next one. That's kind of like all the aquas, aqua blues and greens. Really nice selection of those as well. Next up is the Van Gogh. Nice dark blues and purples. Really nice selection there. And the final one here is the black one, Escher. I'm probably pronouncing, you know what? I'm probably pronouncing all these names wrong, and I'm sure somebody will correct me. So I apologize. But the last one here is the greys, and as you have the black and the white pencil in there as well, and then a selection of greys, Payne's greys, cool greys, warm greys. There's not a lot of greys, but you know, it's not a bad selection. So Let me just show you the actual boxes themselves, what you get in them. So you can see here, they're quite small, fit in the hand very nicely. They are magnetically secure, so you can see them open up there. This set here, you can see the pencils here. This is the Monet set that I'm showing you here. Inside each one you have this kind of like little tracing paper piece just to protect the pencils, and then there's a little card here as well. It just says get inspired, be the inspiration. Creativity involves aesthetic sensibility, emotion, resonance and personal expression. Each pencil is set in a foam bed, so they're really well protected. The top and the bottom of the pencils as well is protected with a piece of foam. On the inside of the box, you can see here the names, the pigment names. There's a lot of writing here in Chinese. Obviously, I've got no idea what that says. But as you can see here, on this particular set, it says Masters Collection Tribute, and then it has the pigment name with the pigment number down the side there as well. All the sets are exactly the same. I've just shown you all those as well, but this is just showing you the box. Also, on the bottom of each box, there's kind of like a little ribbon tab here, so that when they're inside the housing box, you can just gently grab that and select whatever set you need. Now, the pencils themselves are beautiful. Really, really nice. So first we start off with a 3.6mm core, beautiful core, and a 7.7mm barrel. Now the barrel is coloured. It's coloured the same colour as the core, so each pencil you select is going to be the same colour as the core. Along one side of the barrel here we have the pencil name, Tribute, in gold leaf. A little bit difficult to see because of the lighting, but it's there. After that it says Masters Collection, and finally after that it just says Marco with the Marco logo. On the very end of the pencil it is capped, so you can't see the core. I like that. I don't like pencils where the core is exposed on the back. And then on the other side of the pencil there's a barcode, followed by the pigment name and pigment number. So really, really nice pencils. Now they hold really nice in the hand as well, but I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so let me just show you the entirety of the swatch. So as you can see here, I've done the first 40 on this page, and then the next 40 here. So you can see here all the greens, the aquas and blues, turquoise colors, then the Van Gogh set down at the bottom here, really nice purples and dark blues, and then the grey set at the bottom also. Like I say, with the first set here, we've got the Monet, which has got all these beautiful pinks along here. Next is the Matisse, and that's got all these really gorgeous reds, dark reds, oranges as well, a few little oranges there. The gas here is got all your browns, your earth colours, your burnt ochres, yellow ochres, siennas, that type of range. And then the last one here is all your lemon yellows, yellow brown, saffron, salmon, tangerine, orange. Really, really nice colours. Really nice. Now, let me just move this to the side. Before I do, actually, this swatch was done on the Clairefontaine mixed paint on mixed media paper. So it went on really nice on this paper. So the next test that I done was the layer test and the blending test. Now I am going to talk about the performance of the pencil in just a second. I just want to show you these tests first. So you can see here with the layer test and the heavy application, really nice strength of pigment there, really nice. With the blending test as well, you can see here with the blue and yellow, I got a clear green. And with the yellow and red, I got a clear orange. So really nice blending there, no issues whatsoever. And then I have used the Van Gogh set here, which has got the dark blues and light blues, and done this sphere. Now, I'm going to show you this with odorless mineral spirits. Okay, and so for this, I'm just going to be using some Zest It, which I use all the time whenever I'm doing these tests. As I've said in the past, I personally don't use odorless mineral spirits. It's just something I prefer not to use. It's not a good thing or a bad thing, it's just a different way of doing it. Now, What I will say is this test was done on Derwent Lightfast paper, which I'm going to do a separate review of because I was really taken by this paper. So I was really impressed with the paper, and I think it's well worth giving you a little bit of a demonstration about the paper in specifically. But for now, let's just get on with this test here. So like I say, this is the Van Gogh Blues, and I'm just going to use this odorless mineral spirits here to bring all this together. I'm just going to zoom in here for you. Okay, it might go in and out of focus because I'll be in and out with my hands. So just working my way from the light into the darker pigment, because I don't want to bring that I don't want to bring that darker pigment into the lighter shade. You'll probably notice I'm not very good with odorless mineral spirits. I'm not very confident using this technique, but you can see here that the pigment is breaking down really nice. There's no problems whatsoever there. You can definitely see a clear difference when the pigment is used, and the paper, the Derwent Lightfast paper really absorbs it nicely. For me, when I'm doing sort of like burnishing or blending like this, I use one of the Caran d'Ache blending sticks. But I know a lot of you guys use odorless mineral spirits, and so I wanted to make sure that I included this into the test. So there you go. You can see there, it'll dry in a second, and there'll be an image of it over on the Art Gear guide as well. Okay, so before I go into the dark paper test, showing you these pigments on the dark paper, this is the artwork that I've done with the pencils. I've got to say, I first of all got these pencils because I thought the packaging looked really nice. I've used Marco pencils before, and I thought I'll definitely give them a go. It's definitely a pencil I would like to have in my catalogue of reviews, but I'm not going to lie to you. The packaging did draw me to them. And I thought that I just thought that the overall pencil, the performance of the pencil wouldn't be as good as, say, like the packaging. The packaging is the main thing to draw people in, but the pencil isn't going to reflect that. Well, I was wrong. These pencils are gorgeous. Now, again, this was done on the Derwent Lightfast paper, so this is really good quality paper. This is 100% cotton paper that I completed this on. They layer incredibly well. You've seen that in the layer test. 5 layers, no problems whatsoever. If you go across and watch the speed drawing of this, you will see that the tomatoes and stuff like that I've done have taken lots of layers, and there was no issue whatsoever. They're kind of like a mixture. They remind me a little bit of the Faber-Castell Polychromos in terms of the pigment strength. They're maybe a little bit softer than the Faber-Castell Polychromos, but that's the pencil that they reminded me of. So, but I absolutely love these. Now, in terms of pricing and all the other things, you're going to have to go across to my written review, and I'll have all that information up over there. But this was the artwork that I done with the Marco Tribute pencils. Now, the Marco Tribute Master Collection are obviously their top of the line pencils, and they definitely reflect that in performance, packaging, everything. The only thing I will say, I can't get any information with regards to light fastness about them, so that is, if you are really strict about having light fast pencils, these would not be for you. But as you can see here from the artwork, and I'm really happy with the way the artwork turned out here, but the pencils and the paper combined, it was just a dream. They really performed beautifully. I was really surprised with them. Like I say, I'll have the pricing and links to where you can get these all over on the Art Gear guide in the written review. But for now, let's take a look at the the pencils on dark paper. Now I'll zoom in just a second, but I don't want to zoom in until I've got some color on here, otherwise the camera will just go in and out. So again, as I always do when I'm doing these dark paper tests, I'm just going to put a heavy application down. I'm not layering or anything like that. So this one here is chrome yellow. You can see there is a little bit of crumbling, but that's because I'm using a heavy application. This one here is like a light blue. Next up, we'll do this red, really nice red. I used a lot of this on the artwork that I done. Oh. Very translucent. That red is very translucent, as is this yellow here, which again reminds me of the Faber-Castell Polychromos because they're quite a translucent pencil. The blue here, however, is very opaque. Finally here we've got this green. It's like a grass green. Again, quite an opaque color here, this green. And then finally we have the white. Now I use this white quite a bit on the artwork in certain bits, and it was actually really nice. And so there you go, there you have the white. I'll have an image of this popping up on the screen now so you can see it properly. But the yellow and the red are quite translucent, which is very reminiscent of the Faber-Castell Polychromos. And then the blue and the green here, very opaque, nice thick colours. And then the white here is kind of like middle of the road. A little bit translucent, but still really bright on the black paper. So not too bad overall. So that's it, guys. That's my review for the Marco Tribute Master Collection pencils. I love these pencils. I thought they were fantastic. Well worth the money as well. Like I say, the prices are over on the written review if you want to go across and take a look at it. But well worth the money. Marco's one of those companies. It's a little bit unknown. A little bit of they're not like one of those really big prominent companies for colored pencils. Certainly not in the West. Certainly not in the likes of the US and the UK. I would say of all the pencils Marco do, the Renoir and the Raffine are probably the most common. But I don't know how new this set is. I don't know whether this is a new pencil that they're doing. But if they keep pushing out pencils like this, and they start bringing them out over into the West, I think this set would sell really, really well. They would need to then obviously provide them open stock, which I'm not 100% sure whether they do. I've asked them that. I haven't got a reply back from them. If they do it, if they do sell these pencils open stock, it will only be in the likes of China. So it'll be kind of like the way the Holbein used to be. You couldn't get them open stock here in the UK, which I know you can now, but it's probably going to be a while if these pencils even do become available open stock, but they're not available open stock right now. Nevertheless, gorgeous pencil, really high performance, really high level of pigment. The actual core, nice and strong, a little bit crumbly once you start pushing pressure on it, but that's the same with all pencils. And the pencil itself weights really nice in the hand as well. So all in all, a beautiful collection. Thanks very much for watching this review. I really look forward to seeing you all again in the next one. I have got so many products to review here. I'm actually when companies are calling me now, I'm saying to them, I'll review your product, but it's going to be a month or so before I actually do it and get it up, because I've got that many different products here that I have to review and get out. So there's a little bit of a queue, but that's good for you guys then, because you know, it's even more products that you might be interested in, and you'll be able to find out on the Art Gear Guide. I'm certainly, you know, my goal here is to make sure that the Art Gear Guide is the go-to place to find out about art supplies, and in particular colored pencils, pastel pencils, watercolor pencils, markers, those types of art supplies. And you know, it's well on the way to getting there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you all again in the next review, and take care. Bye.